Hello everyone to another Catan video here on colonist.io and to my Road to Top 100 series for the 1v1 games. Here, yeah, my opponent has disconnected, so I'm not sure if this game will go through. Let me just pause the video and I'll start if my opponent is back, or I'll just start if new game. Yeah. Yeah, hello. Yeah, so my opponent seems to be back, and he placed on 9-5-10. So here I'm just considering getting a settlement on, I think something like 5-6-12, and 6-3-4 seems to be a pretty good setup for me. I will be having a pretty strong wood and brick, also some ore. That's the best ore on the board. Although I do not have a lot of sheep, I think it is fine. I can make do with it for now. So that is what I will go for here. And I will point my road upwards. I don't think my opponent will want to go for 9-5-10. I mean, he still can go for it, but he will not have any brick early on in the game. And yeah, for my second placement, I think 6-4-3 is fine. I will point downwards, so I can build either on 9-4-2 or on 6-2, and maybe both. Yeah, my opponent goes for 6-3-4. I don't mind that at all. Rolls a 7 because the friendly robber is on. It's not going to make much of a difference early on. Here I could have gone for a def card, but I mean I can still go for it in this turn. I believe I would want my first placement to be on 9-5-10. That would increase my sheep production as well as my wood production. Here, yeah, I'll just build a road towards 9-5-10 and end my turn. So I think my opponent is banking on getting to the brick port with all the brick production that they already have here. Yeah. So these early rolls are very quick, and wow, my opponent actually builds a road early. Sorry, builds a settlement early. I surely think of that as a mistake. Um, and the reason why I think of that as a mistake is because I can easily target my opponent now whenever a 7 is rolled. Yeah, just like this, and I will surely block the wood. I think that's a very important resource here, and 5 is the only wood production that my opponent has. Here I would want a 3 to roll just so that I can also get a settlement. Yeah. So just waiting for my opponent to roll the die, not sure. Rolls a 10, that's a pretty good roll for him. So I think he can get a city soon enough. Goes for a dev card, I don't mind that. Here I roll a 6, but I cannot do anything because I don't have a sheep in hand. And my opponent here can play a knight if he has it, but he will still not be able to block me. He does play the knight. I roll a 4. So I do know that my opponent has some sheep here, but I think my only option is to just build a road and end my turn. I would want either a 3 or a 12 to roll. I think 12 is better because my opponent doesn't get anything. There have been a few 4s so far, which have helped my opponent get sheep. Here, if possible, I would actually want to build a road and a settlement. Cut my opponent off from getting to 9, 4, 11 would be pretty, I mean, pretty good there. Here, I can actually build a city if I want to, but I think for now, I will just hold on to these cards. I believe my opponent will be able to get a settlement in this turn. Yeah, he's not rolling the die. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, I think he will be able to get a settlement. I am a little worried that he might be able to get a road settlement as well. I'm not sure exactly what cards he has in hand. Yeah, he runs down the timer again. So at this point, I think I'll just play a knight, try and pull a sheep from my opponent. Instead, I get a break, and actually, my opponent disconnected again. So I don't think there is much to it. Here, I'll just build a road. And although I am converting all my ore into a sheep, I think at this point it is completely fine because it is a bigger deterrent to my opponent. I think it's just bot playing now. Plays a monopoly on break, so gets only 2 bricks there. So I don't think it was a very strong move, but not a bad move at all. I mean, it's a bot anyway. And my opponent, I just get a win there. So yeah, not much to analyze. I think my opponent just had a few disconnectivity issues or a few connectivity issues to put it the other way. And it could have been a close game. My opponent with the brick port could have made good progress. Let me search for another game and I'll pause the recording. That was my 6th placement game, so I will, after this game, I will have 7 games played for my placement. And yeah, see you again once the game begins. I'll pause the recording until then. Hello everyone to another video here, another game here. So in this game, I am in the first position. I noticed that there is quite a lot of wood available, a decent amount of sheep, not a lot of ore, but I think it's going to be a difficult game. I believe I can just go for 9, 5, 10 as my first placement, point to the left and try and get to the wood port. Yeah, I surely think that is a good choice here. Here I am grabbing the best wood, sorry, best wheat and a very strong brick on this board. I think I will be able to get a placement on 8, 5, 10. And if not 8, 5, 10, maybe 6, 9, 4. So maybe I will be able to get, I think 8, 5, 10 would be a pretty good setup for me. Although I don't have any ore, I will have the wood port, the brick port and the sheep port. So that doesn't seem bad at all. Here my opponent can easily, opponent starts with an 8, 10. So he can also place on like 8, 3, 10 as his second placement. And yeah, so opponent basically just trying to hard counter my strategy, playing with the wood fort. And yeah, as expected, does place on h310. Here, I think I can go for h510 just to stop my opponent from making any progress on the wood setup. I can also go for something like 834 here and then build on 694, and yeah, I think that is also not a bad choice here. I can just go for 834 and I would go towards the 694 first, increasing my overproduction. Although my opponent does start with a road in hand, I think he's okay. He now has two roads in hand. So every 8 basically gives my opponent a road. So he is in a very good position at this point. Yeah. The only reason why I am not building a road just yet is I think there is some chance that my opponent can just build a road and settlement on the 9-4-11 tile, which would actually be bad for me. Another 9 does roll, so now I do have two roads in hand. But in any case, I think, yeah, 5 rolls. So I think now I will be able to build a road and a settlement. Actually, here I can build 2 roads and a settlement, but I don't think I need to do that. I think 649 is a better spot for me to just get my road settlement. That said, if I build on 9-4-11, I can also build on 6-9 later on. So yeah, that is the choice I will go for here, stopping my opponent from getting, like, he will have to spend another road just to get a settlement. And because of the friendly robber, I still cannot target him just yet. And he can target me if he rolls a 7. So yeah, I will just go for a dev card. I do get a knight, so I can unblock myself if I need to. Yeah, hopefully my opponent doesn't roll any 7 at all. I don't mind 6s rolling. 3s, I would want a couple of 10s to roll so that I can just get a city. Yeah, does roll a 7. Will be blocking me on the 9 brick. And I don't think I'll be playing my knight just yet. Just because I cannot block my opponent if I play my knight. The best I can do is just unblock myself. And now because he has a settlement built, I will start targeting him. I do get a wheat, so I will be able to get a city on my turn. And I think I'll just go for that choice here. Getting a city on 9-5-10 is pretty good. And a 10 rolls giving me 2 wheats. So I would want to build a settlement on 6-9 soon enough. But yeah, at this point, need a 9 to roll. A 9 does roll there, so I will be able to get my settlement on the 6-9. That does put me in a very strong position. And actually, I'm thinking I can get my settlement on 6-3 as well if I want to. And that would be a better spot for me as compared to the 6-9, because I don't need any more wood, but getting more. Actually, I will just build a settlement on 6-9, and I can still build a settlement on 6-3 later on. Rolls the 7. I think we'll block the 6 ore. Okay, blocks the 5 sheep. And can get a dev card if he wants. Okay, just building a road. I also do need to get to one of the 3:1 forts that is around me, just so that I can make use of it, make good progress. Here, I'll just go for another dev card. I do know that my opponent has much better production than I do, so that is surely something that I want to keep in mind. I would also like to get a settlement on 6-9-12, but that's still a far way away. Yeah, my opponent will be able to make good progress with the ports that he has. That he basically wants to play a monopoly. I don't know. Maybe he just made a mistake there. So yeah, I'll continue to target him. I do get ore, but not much that I can do about it. Plays a knight, will block the 5 sheep. So here, although I do have, yeah, I'm lacking a 3:1 port here. Maybe I can just offer a trade. I don't think he will accept it, or he shouldn't accept it, is what I would want to say. And I'll end my turn. Although it's 9 cards. It's a risk that I'm taking. And here, yeah. So I have to give up quite a few cards, but I do get an ore in return. Doesn't help me. I would have preferred a sheep. But at this point, I will just end my turn again with 8 cards in hand, 10 rolls. So I can get my second city on my turn. My opponent might be able to get a city as well. He does get a city and a 5 rolls. So this turn, I'll just play my road building, get a settlement on 6-9-12, and I can get a city or a dev card. At this point, I think just getting a city is fine, increasing my production by quite a bit. And yeah, I think I'll just go for a city. Getting a city would also help me getting dev cards. But based on the cards I have, not much that I can do. So yeah, here I can just go for a dev card. I do get a knight, which is completely fine. Roll the 7, will block me on the 9 brick. Here, these 8s. I am 1 card short of doing anything. Yeah, I'll just do a 4:1. Actually, I'll just hold on to these cards. I'm not sure what I want to do. Here, my opponent might block. Okay, blocks the 5. I don't mind that. Rolls at 10, so I will be able to get a dev card here. I do get a year of plenty. I don't think I need to play my knight, although I know my 5 is blocked, but it's okay for now, I would say. Yeah, so my opponent is also collecting dev cards. And I think I'll just play my knight now. There is a good chance I will be able to steal a brick away from my opponent. I I get a wood. Okay, so because I get a wood, I think just going for another dev card is completely alright here. I get a victory point, which is alright. He can surely play the knight, block my 9 brick again. Yeah. Here I cannot do much with the cards I have. And I think my only option is to just play my Year of Plenty, get 2 wheats and get 2 dev cards. So I do get 2 knights here, which is pretty good. I will be able to get the largest army in the next turn. My opponent will be able to get another dev card as well. So here I think I'll just build a road and go for a dev card. And I also need to consider where I build my road. I want to get to a 3:1 port because at this point these trades are a little too expensive. All these 4:1s. Anyways, I'll build a road towards a 6-3. Actually, wow, I did not even take a look at the card that I had. I have a road building. I do not need to build a road at all. So surely a mistake on my part here. Yeah, I actually did not bother taking a look at the dev card that I pulled. But I don't mind my opponent building a road here. He is basically wasting his resources in getting roads. And I roll a 9. So yeah, I think I'll just play my road building. Okay, actually I played my knight already. So in this turn, I think I'll just do a 4:1, get a over and end my turn so that if a 10 rolls, I will be able to get a settlement and a dev card. About 10 does roll there. And my opponent doesn't play a knight, so that is also surprising. So here I will play a road building as I said. Build on the 3:1 port and then I will just try and build on the 3:1 port first and get another dev card. It's a victory point. I would have preferred if it was a knight. Would have made it easier for me to unblock myself. I mean, victory points aren't bad at all, but then it's difficult to make a lot of progress easily. Steals a brick away from me, which is fine. He is playing a lot of dev cards for sure. And here I think, I think my best choice is just to get a city, or I can still try getting more dev cards here, but I don't think getting a city is a bad move at all. That does put me on 13 points. Yeah, my opponent already takes the largest army. I think we'll block the 6-4. Yeah, it does block the 6-4 here. I do roll a 9, so I can build 3 roads. I'm just wondering if I can take the longest road here. I think I should. And that is pretty good here. My opponent is on the back foot now. Because I don't think I will be able to compete for the largest army anymore. There aren't enough cards left in the pile, and he might already have 3 VPs in hand. 2 rolls here. That's a pretty good roll for my opponent. And here the 6 being blocked is a little unfortunate for me. So my opponent might go for another dev card here. Yeah, okay, gets 2 dev cards. But I cannot do much with the cards I have in hand. And he can surely get the largest army, sorry, the longest road again. I think this might just be game over. If it's not, I think I still need a 9 to roll on my turn. Okay, plays a Monopoly. Gets only 2, but still will be able to get the longest road. I roll a 4. I think the best I can do is try and get another dev card here. I do get a knight, so I need another knight. So yeah, now I think I should seriously consider. I will play my knight for sure. There's no point holding on to it at this point. I get a word. So here I am actually going to build a few roads. There is a very good chance that I do not get the longest road. Oh wait, I've already used all my road tiles. I didn't even think of that. Wow. A huge mistake there by me. Wow. It's a very silly mistake. And that is completely my fault here. Me not keeping track of the cards that I have in hand. So that said, let's just try getting more dev cards. I do get a couple of knights, and now there aren't any. So if he doesn't play a knight this turn, I mean, that's just GG, right? I cannot win the game anymore. I cannot build any more roads. I can only build a single settlement, sorry, single city. Wow. So surely a game lost by my foolishness here. I will play my knight, but it's a little unfortunate this game at this point. If he has a knight, yeah, he just secures the largest army as well. So there is no way I can win this game now. I will still play it till the very end. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely nothing that I can do. There are no dev cards in the game. I mean, yeah, I surely needed to build a road and a settlement here. These 2 roads over here was a complete misplay. Yeah, this actually seems like this might be the worst mistake that I've ever done. The most foolish one for sure. Here, I'm just waiting for my opponent to win the game. And I think he still has another Monopoly that he hasn't played. Yeah, does play the Monopoly here. And yeah. So he has also built 15 settlements and but yeah, just wins the game there. So a very poorly played game there by me. Yeah. Very few fives in the game, but I don't think so. Anything. I mean, these do not matter at all. Resource card production was exactly equal, but surely bad moves made by me. And yeah, not much to see, not much to say, not much to analyze. I could have built a road here on the 3 tile. I could have done so many things differently. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.